planning already.
Well, there's gross people everywhere, you know.
The obesity epidemic isn't real, and it shouldn't be an anti-capitalist talking point. When someone unironically references the obesity epidemic or even uses the word obesity, it tells me they really don't know what they're talking about when it comes to fatness. This use of the word obesity stems directly from the BMI, which was created by a eugenicist with no medical training who based the scale only on white bodies and cow math. Fatness is not an epidemic. Fat people existed before capitalism and before colonization. Fat-phobia is a direct result of anti-blackness.
Oh, wait a minute. It's tied into anti-blackness. Did you know that, Eddie?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't fucking tie us in with your bullshit. What the fuck she talking about?
Yeah.
God damn.
This is all you guys.
That bitch got a fucking mustache. Come on, man. She styled it, too. She wants that shit. Man.
And it has deadly consequences for many groups of indigenous folks and other people of color,
indigenous
as well as
folks.
fat folks. When you make the obesity epidemic a real symptom of capitalism, you are not only ostracizing fat people from anti-capitalist thinking, but also actively ignoring that the health outcomes related to obesity are more accurately attributed to food deserts and fat-phobic discrimination in healthcare. Yeah. The obesity epidemic was created by Western medicine to avoid addressing the actual causes of health inequity, which is what we as anti-capitalists should be doing.
This is like just taking the words and putting them in a blender. And then when you pour it out, you're like, I'm not accountable for my actions. That's really the shake that you end up drinking.
Yeah. This is
you
called...
just spin, you know, the fact, here's the reason you're fat. You're eating too much fucking food and you're not moving around enough. And it doesn't have anything to do with indigenous folks or black people or capitalism. It's because you're fucking eating too much and you're lazy. That's why you're fucking fat and you don't have any genetic...
Not colonialism.
Jesus Christ.
I think, too, this is like, hey, I just graduated with a liberal arts degree.
Oh, yeah.
Let me throw every fucking dumb thing they taught me.
Her parents want to fucking kill themselves,
I would die.
Because she brings us up at dinner all the time.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, do you really want to have another baked potato? And she's like, you know, as an indigenous person would say to you right now. And they're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Just eat, Kathy.
Yeah.
Your mother made the Thanksgiving turkey.
This is the capitalistic bullshit that you guys fucking sell. And she's like, okay, all right.
I hate the anti-capitalist.
And this is also the person who's the anti-capitalist also always is hitting somebody up for money. There's no way this person isn't being like,
of course.
They rail against us and then she's like, Mom, I need you to Venmo me $500 right now.
Of course. And how did she get her iPhone too to make the anti-capitalist video and to put it on her platform, her Instagram anti-capitalist
Anarchy.
platform?
That's what would save everything, right? No one would be fat if we had an anarchist society.
Actually, you're right. Your Syria method.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a big obesity epidemic there. No,
she's running the streets, dude. Literally running away from people.
Everyone's got just enough to get by there. That's for sure. Jesus Christ.
I would love it. I think this is great. We should round up the mentally ill.
Fatty complaining is just the fucking funniest lane that there is. Like the fucking, these motherfuckers, man. Like, look, I've been extra fat and like you have perspective once you know, time goes by and you just realize there's just no, like the problem is if you're trying to blame anybody but yourself.
Yeah.
You just have to be accountable. That's the whole thing. Just be accountable. That's the only thing you have to do.
I know. And
You're
also,
accountable.
I don't, you know, like I see women too, like in the anti-feminist or feminist TikTokers, and they're like, it's society. It's like, you know what? At some point, you just have to stop blaming the external world.
You just need
figure it out.
To fucking push away from the table. That's all you got to do.
She's blaming society for her fatness. The BMI is to blame.
And she's blaming capitalism.
And indigenous peoples.
Are you fat?
And people of color.
Because of Jeff Bezos? That's why you're fat? No. You're fat because you keep eating and you're not hungry. You know how you always feel sick after you eat? It's because it's too much.
It's too much. You eat too much.
Yeah, I eat too much. You're fat now here. Yeah. It's too much.
For those of you who just started listening to Your Mom's House.
That's our other intern, Ling Now.
Tom and I, at some point in our marriage, would go to Koreatown and order sushi.
No, but this was in the South Bay.
Yeah.
In the South Bay, we would go to a sushi place. And we would, here to be fair, I was ordering too much.
We were ordering way too much. I was,
I was very overweight, and I had an incredible appetite. I could eat a lot of food, and I did. And sushi was one of the most fun things to order a lot of.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you go like, yeah, let me get like 30 pieces.
Because you're not going to get too full. I never get full on sushi.
It's not like greasy, right? So it's like, it's one thing if you go, let me get 3 cheeseburgers. It's like, dude, you're going to fucking shit here at the table. But sushi, you're like, it's fish and rice. You're like, yeah, do it up.
Well, and like the Japanese aren't fat, and that's what they eat.
Yeah, they don't eat as much as we were eating. But I would order, and the lady would be like, no.
Every time, by the way, not just once.
Who else coming? Like I was like, no, it's just us. And she'd be like, no, too much.
She was
like, no, but I want it. She's like,
food.
eat this first, then you order more.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
She would chastise us. You order too much food. And we're like, we're going to finish it, bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, what did we do, though? Remember?
This is why you look like this. And I was like, hey. There was also that Korean lady at the burger place in West Hollywood on Santa Monica. There was that little burger stand that I used to go to.
Yes, you love
what
that
the
place.
Fuck was that place called?
It's like a dump stand.
Yeah,
And
they
I've
shut
never
down.
eaten
They
there.
ended up shutting down. But so they were Korean immigrants, and they did breakfast burritos. And when I worked at Rocket Science, the post-production place, we would walk over there for breakfast, and sometimes we would go for lunch and get burgers. And when you get a burger, they would serve you on a like old school, just traditional white paper plate, and she would draw. So she would just draw like a happy face or something. And one time for me, she drew like a face like this, and big, and she was like, "Here you go," and I was like, yeah. She's like, "Big fat guy."
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but then to your in your defense, there was also women who wanted to feed you. Remember Summer, our beloved Sunny.
Yeah.
Now I felt like a little competition from her when you and I were dating.
You know, and the people like you forget that
she
our
loved
world.
you.
I know, but that world of people that would go there is actually like you can meet a lot of people in our age range who were going out at that time who know Sunny. You know what I mean? Because that was a popular spot.
She was a Silver Lake.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's the word?
Celebrity.
Retarded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Everyone
that was the
knew her.
bar. What was the place called? You remember the place?
Smog Cutter.
The Smog Cutter. A lot of people went there. You bring up Sunny now, and people are like, I remember Sunny.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she was a little more beat down. She was about 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
And one day I was like, damn, what is that? And she was like, beef stew. And I was like, shit. Let me know when you make the next batch. And she was like, I will. And then she hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was like, stew ready.
Okay.
You come eat?
Okay.
I was like, holy shit, Sonny's hitting me up?
Yep.
She's like, come here, little white man.
And that's when you and I just started dating.
Yeah, so you're like, ooh, who does he like?
Who's this Sonny? Because
Yeah.
I heard you told me the story and I started to get jealous.
Yeah.
Like, who's this fucking bitch feeding my man?
She didn't feed me.
But let
She
me
wanted to.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When a woman feeds you, she likes you.
That's true.
Or in my case, if I feed you, I love you.
Yeah.
Now, I was very upset because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
remember
don't
one
feed.
time I went out with a girl one time. I'd met her at something. And then she was like, you should come over for lunch. And she made a fucking feast.
She wanted you to wife her up.
She did. She
I
really
know.
did.
I think I should just do the whole house.
Tak, a naše Dominka zkusí, jestli toto se nerozlomí, toto lidé bude extra.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, man. I'm not trying to give her a hard time.
Yeah.
But like she shouldn't be on that ride.
Nobody should
And I was
be.
like, wait a minute, why are they letting her on that ride? And then I see this guy speaking. I'm like, oh, that's why she's on that ride. Because there's other parts of the world where they're like, fucking, it's not a problem.
This is hilarious. Yeah. Let's watch this happen.
Here they'd be like, you can't ride this ride. Like,
Yeah, but
we're scared of the lawsuit. And then they're like, no lawsuit, nothing.
In Slovenia, there's no such
Yeah.
thing as lawsuit.
You fall, you die.
This is your problem, not my problem. Yeah.
She's a big girl.
Yeah. This is my tribe.
She's a victim of
Yeah.
capitalism and, you know.
Upholding her privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, put her on the outside, definitely. That centrifugal force is going
I
to put
wouldn't
her
sit
there.
like that
anyway.
either. I would sit a little. There's no way, dude.
Look at them clowning her, dude. They're straight clowning. Savage.
Because that she could like with the force generated from the momentum, she could break that.
Derail the whole.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that's a lot of weight.
Centrifugal force. Oh,
and he knows. He knows. He's like, I have fun date for today. Look at that fear grip.
Day.
That is a grip of fear on that thing. And it should be down further. It's too loose already.
Yeah. Oh, the rail?
Yes.
It needs to be much further down. Yeah. Her tits are going to stay up. That's it.
You realize some meth heads just... Look how close her head is to that fucking thing.
Jesus, dude.
Oh my God.
So dangerous.
It is fun to watch people that shouldn't ride rides ride them.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Her insides are going to be bruised too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Her face is so close
to that fucking
to
metal
like some
thing.
of the metal. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's just a couple like, you know, refugees that assembled this thing. They had a couple gypsies prop it up.
For sure, dude. What do you think it is in the U.S. here? Same thing. A couple of scumbags assembling this stuff.
Like,
no way.
Yeah. We didn't really follow the directions.
No way. No, this is so dangerous already.
Yeah.
And then she's, you know.
Yeah.
But I can watch fat people on roller coasters all day long.
That's a good.
It's a whole new lane.
Why don't you start a new channel? You just gather videos
fat
and
people
post
on
that.
roller coasters. Yeah. It's fantastic. Yeah, because there's no limits in this part of the world.
No limits, baby. No limit soldiers, all of us.
Ooh, hey Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.